There we go. Yeah.
Nigga rusty.
Shut your ass up. We are back at the Shits podcast, so we are either shooting the shit, starting some shit,
or picking up with shit left off, baby.
Yo, I'm your host, Monsoon Starrah, the coolest cat you heard thus far.
Yeah. I'm Bubba Ball, one of the dreads you cannot catch at the fucking mall unless it's an outlet mall where the deals live. Go get you some deals, get the kids some shit in bulk.
Yo, hey y'all, real shit. I always tell y'all that we got a special guest to the podcast, and we do. And this week, it's the same fucking situation. Yo, my man got big shit going on. Not only do we have big shit going on the movie side, this man is a motherfucking Detroit fucking legend. You know what I'm saying? And yo, we about to pick my man brain and just holler at him, shoot the shit with him. Yo, I want y'all to make some noise and give it up for my man, Street Lord Rook. God damn it.
Yeah, I like that. Rook like the chess piece. It's chess, not checkers, baby.
God damn it. Yeah. Yo, before we go any further, I gotta pay some bills. Get some shout outs. Yo, shout outs to my radio Chicago, powered by the Support District Radio Network. Y'all can catch us on the Shits Radio every Thursday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. playing everything.
Good show.
Everything. What we play? Everything.
Everything.
Yo, also shout out to the Chicago Clubhouse Network. A bunch of dope podcasts, sports podcasts. We on there. Y'all check them out. Shout outs to the Block 105 Radio. Y'all can check us out there every Friday, 8 a.m. Also, check out the website, theshitspodcast.com, and independent artists. If y'all want to get y'all shit played on the Shits Radio, send it to dopemusicshits@gmail.com. Yeah, motherfucking yeah. Also, okay, so, man, Street Lord Rook, or Rook, how you is just,
what you prefer? Just Rook. Man.
Just Rook. All right, yo, we like to do a check-in with our guest, man. Since you are the phenomenal guest this week, man. How was your week, bro?
Week was good, man. Got no complaints. Did close some real estate deals, so week was good.
Yeah.
Making motherfucking moves.
Phenomenal.
Making motherfucking
Speaking
moves.
of that, man, we need to come up there by you and get some property, man, because you know this shit up here getting hectic.
It's sky high now up there too. So.
It's sky high.
Yeah, it's sky high.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
It's sky high in Detroit.
Hell yeah. I mean, but our sky high might not be your sky high, but it's sky high compared to what it used to be.
Yeah.
Like they used to have properties you can get one for $2,000-$3,000, and now those same properties are $150,000.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. That's the same shit then everywhere.
See that?
Then.
That's an income tax check.
I was in Missouri, Cameron, Missouri, and it was a little like real small town and shit, and I was just driving around and seeing how houses were abandoned, but they didn't look abandoned. Like up here, all the windows and shit was intact, but you could tell nobody was living there. It was missing a couple shingles and little shit like that. And I looked the house up, bro. The house was still like $150 out there, and it was crazy how big the windows. You know, I look at a house and I judge a house by the window size.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be hard to heat this motherfucker. These windows big as hell. It's a lot of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, you look at the house material, if it's brick, you can't really put a smaller window in there because you're going to have to do some brickwork now. So now you got to hire a bricker, you know, and, you know, it's just little shit like that you got to look at when you're looking at purchasing the house to make modifications on it to suit you and shit, you know.
How was your week, though, bud?
Man, my week started off good, man, and then I got some death in the family, man. One of my West Side aunties, man, she passed and shit.
Sorry to hear that.
She had surgery on her neck. Some kind of throat surgery.
Ooh.
And that was going good. You know, everything was going good with her, recovering from that. She was on the phone talking with her husband, and he said she just stopped talking. You know, so he thinking like, you know, maybe she clicked over on the other line. You know, normally somebody calls, she click over, she like, hold on. You know, he probably didn't hear that. He make it to the crib. She on the motherfucking bathroom floor.
Damn,
she was
bro.
in the bathroom, probably on the toilet talking with him and shit. You know what I mean? Shower was running, so you know she was probably from shit. Didn't get in the shower. You know how women do. And so the shower had been running. You know the bathroom was hella steamy. You know what I mean? When you go, I'm like, wow, bro. So yeah, it was. You know, bro. But I tell you what, the beautiful part of their whole relationship and what I can always love was that they stayed together for 40 years and they was like two of the funnest people to be around. You know what I mean? Yeah. Both of them. Not just, some relationships, it'd be like, auntie or uncle be the fun one. You know, one be cool, one be turned up, the other one be laid back. You know what I mean? So, you always got that yin and yang. Both of them was like, man, just straight party, love to be around family and friends. So, it was always good that we ain't got no bad memories of it, and I'm thankful for that. But, yeah, for the rest of the week, though, man, everything was good, man.
That's what's up. My week was, all right, that's it. Shit, fuck it. So, yo, Brooke, all right, man, so I got to be honest with you, bro. So, I really got in tune with you because I seen One More Flip on Amazon Prime, which I've been telling motherfuckers, check that shit out. So, I don't necessarily, I like to use the term hood classic because I know motherfuckers in the hood are watching there and they relate to it because it's some real shit. But I don't want motherfuckers to feel like that's a downgrade of how good the movie is. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so I was like, man, I gotta find out what dude about. So luckily, real cool dude responded like, yeah, man, let's set this up. But then, bro, I started doing the research and shit. I'm like, bro, this a legit dude. Like, you legit, like for real, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's more than just it's more than just the movies, man. So that's what like really, really had me geeked up for this, man. Cause I'm like, man, I really want to pick your brain, man, because you got history in the streets in Detroit, man. Like, and you taking it to another level, bro. So how did it get started, man?
Which part? Like, when you say how did it get started, mean? Like,
so I want you to talk about Street Lords.
Street Lords got started with my cousin. Like, my cousin got started the Street Lords, him and some guys, but they ain't kind of work out. They wasn't good. And then as I was in high school, it started when I was in high school.
Okay.
He got my cousin O, Jesse James, Blade Icewood, great Blade Icewood. It was a guy named Vito that rapped with us. Me, I was really like a kid. I was kind of just competitive.
You was the youngest out the group then?
Yeah, I was the youngest.
By what age?
I was still in high school, so I was like 18.
Okay.
Getting ready to graduate.
Right around senior year then. Okay.
My senior year, yeah. Senior year, 11th grade year, we was going to the studio. We thought we was dope, like we probably thought we was great. Looking back, some of our first songs wasn't really great,
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this real quick: was this before the 8 Mile boom? Was this before Eminem or right after? Like, what was the time frame?
All right, look.
Wait, can I ask a question? You know Eminem?
I don't personally know Eminem, but like I'm good friends with Royce, like Royce the 5'9".
Okay.
Like, we rock. Like,
okay.
Royce my guy. But no, I actually. How can I put this? Like, by the time Eminem came out with 8 Mile, the movie that the world is probably familiar with, I was already balling. I shot a movie. I was like the first person in Detroit shooting a movie. I shot a movie called Envy with Ray J, Lisa Ray.
No shit. This your first movie?
Yeah, that was my first movie. Ray J, Lisa Ray, the rapper AZ.
Come on, man, get this man some claps on this.
Chico the Barge.
Bro, I'm pissed. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Them hella names for your first movie.
I spent like $2 million on my first movie. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You had the briefcase.
I'm kind of pissed, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm kind of pissed for the simple fact that, bro, not only did I watch the movie, I'm like, movie nice, movie dope. And we're gonna get to the music side later. I checked out the motherfucking album, like, this nigga can spit. And like the nigga can spit. I'm like, and his story is legit. So like the shit that he's rapping about, he can say he actually fucking lived it. So I'm like, why have we not heard? Well, I know in Detroit the story is there, but why not? Why haven't we heard it on a larger scale?
The Street Lords, you probably hear on a larger scale because we had deal offers, but we was making so much money where they came to like $1 million deal at the time. We're like, that ain't no money, like, I ain't gonna sign for that. We're like, and then it was like, for the movie Envy, like, Miramax, they came to like offer like $2 million before we was even finished shooting. And
get the fuck out of here.
At the time, I didn't know the movie business or business that way. I just was a young kid with a bunch of money.
Yeah.
So outlook was like, if they gonna give us $2 million right now,
We worth 10.
when they get
worth
finished,
20.
they gonna give us 10.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
my outlook, and then it didn't pan out like that. I wound up getting indicted, going to federal prison, and the movie wound up coming out later when I came home. But the guy who kind of handled it, I don't want to say like he did a bad job. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure he just did the best that he could,
right?
Or he knew at the time. So it's no knock on him or anything, but it just didn't go as planned. And still to this day, I haven't received one dime off that movie.
Get the yo, we gotta take a break real quick. We come right back. Hey yo, shout out to everybody out there who mishandling the money and need their ass whooped. It's the Shits podcast, y'all. It's the Shits.
Comedian Marnie P checking in from the Shits podcast.
Yeah, we are back.
Niggas left.
I mean, y'all better pay attention, goddammit.
The dope game need me. The dope game need me.
Yeah.
The dope game need me. Ballin' so long, I make this shit look easy.
Y'all now listen to the sounds of Street Lord Rook.
It's real life rap, nigga. Yeah.
One more flip. Dope game need me.
The dope game need me. The dope game need me. Ballin' so long, I make this shit look easy. The dope game need me. Dope game need me. Shit kinda hard, but I make it look easy. The dope game need me. Dope game need me. Ballin' so long, I make this shit look easy.
And this shit bang in the car, bro.
Dope game need me. Shit
You know I'm on
kinda
Lakeshore
hard,
Drive
but I
with this
make
shit
it
right
look
here.
easy. I don't really talk about my life for the dope I sold. Cause if you ain't in the know, you don't need to know. Plus, if I told you how I cop, you wouldn't believe me. 300,000 caught in the airport, ask D's. Ask Des, did she help me count a meal before? Show my kids 2 meal legit in my bank account. If I ain't proof, you can do it, cause I came from nothing. 100% real, every dime came from hustling. Been grinding all my life, I ain't never robbed nothing. Think shit sweet. Promise I'll show you something. End up toe tag and I ain't gotta say nothing. Played the hand I was dealt and turned nothing into something. The dope game need me. The dope game need me. Ballin' so long I make this shit.
Nigga. The dope game need me.
Yeah.
Bro, okay. So I got hip to that shit after I watched the movie. So now I'm just like, okay. Hey man, it's just a lot to it. Bro, can you tell us about One More Flip in your words?
All right, One More Flip was like an idea I had. And I kind of wrote the shit as soon as I came home from jail. I came home from jail in February 26, 2008.
Okay.
So it's going on 14 years now I've been home.
Okay.
And I had some ideas of how I wanted to do it, but at the time my finances just wasn't where I wanted them to be.
Yeah.
After going to federal prison, and so it was not on the back burner, but it just wasn't
Priority, yeah.
It wasn't ready to do it. At first I was going to do it, some things happened and I wasn't able to do it. And then things started coming together as my life started getting in a better space. I hooked up with a dope writer named Ronnie Kirk.
Okay.
First, before I got with Ronnie Kirk, my man Stan, he edited the movie, but he was also a writer on it. Like, it was like my story. I gave him the story like this, how I wanted to go.
Okay.
They put it out in a script form, and it was kind of older. So Ronnie Kirk brought it up to, I won't say brought it up. Well, he just put his touch on it, and then we wound up shooting it. A guy from Chicago named Jeff Brown actually shot the movie.
Okay.
That's my guy. We've been rocking since we shot the movie Envy. Great guy. So I rock with Chicago hella tough.
Man, we appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
So
The Midwest Connection, baby.
I just want to make a movie real that was believable, that really could happen. You
Yeah.
know, that
Authentic.
does happen. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I think these type of stories don't get told. Like, we don't really have a voice in the film world
Right.
as black filmmakers.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to be that voice. You know, we kind of get stereotyped with all this the gang, this another drug dealing movie,
right.
this another
Typical shit.
Yeah, so I wanted to create something that could maybe change somebody's life, because I put a lot of bad on in the world. So man, if I could change some people,
Yeah.
do the
Just
right
get
thing,
back, yeah.
it'll be like that's something good I could do. If I could just change their mind, because when I was younger, I kind of made it like selling drugs was cool and a bunch of stuff that ain't really cool. I glorified it, so I probably ruined a lot of people's lives, and it's time to do something different. I'm grown. I got kids in college and so on and so forth. So I gotta leave.
So you got like 3 kids that graduated from college, right?
I got one that graduated from college. She graduated Michigan State. Shout out to her.
Yeah. Clap that up.
I got one that's a senior at Michigan State, and I got 2 little ones. So
he's putting in that work, boy.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to, I feel like each generation should get better. So I want to build something, leave a legacy. Hopefully, my kids don't have to go through what I went through. Their kids don't have to go through what they went through.
Yeah,
that's how it's supposed to be.
So that's what it's really all about. Like,
so what made you really feel confident that it was the time to move forward with putting this film out?
The confidence came from being in a financial place where I was able to do it. And then I'm probably like my biggest competitor, hardest
You
critic.
should be.
Yeah.
You should be.
So
That's the truth.
it's like, if the movie would have came out and it wasn't the quality, or it didn't look, or it didn't have all of the stuff that I believed in it, where it could be comparable to a nicer budget film, then I would have been like, nah, we can't do it.
We gotta wait. Yeah.
Bro, I heard a motherfucker call you the Spike Lee of Detroit.
That's a compliment.
It is, though.
I take that as a compliment.
That's what's up. That's
I mean,
what's up.
but I do got a bunch of movies that ain't came out yet that's already done that will be coming out over the next few months. So
Bro, hey man,
we've been working.
I commend you, man.
Thanks,
Real
man.
shit, man. Like I said, man. Like I just been like just doing the research on it and just like going back and just looking at stuff and hearing shit. I'm like, hey, you on your shit, man. Like for real. And it's like that's why I said like I was kind of pissed. Like why am I just not hearing about Street Lord Rook? Why are we just not hearing about it? Is it we ain't do the math or we ain't do the homework or what's the deal?
All right, see, like the Street Lord stuff was kind of more so popping before the internet. So today, you can have a popping artist in Chicago, or it could be a popping artist in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But he reached the whole world. As soon as he uploaded to Instagram, it got potential to go viral.
Right.
Where we was selling CDs off the trunk. Like we probably sold 500,000 CDs independently out the trunk, because we did songs with everybody from Be Legit, E40, Baby, Juvie, Benny Siegel, Freeway, Shine, Capone, and Nori. I worked with some of everybody. Too Short, Daz Dillon,
Bitch. Damn.
You dropping some heavy motherfucking names, boy.
Shine, who politician now. Like I worked with some of everybody. I've been in the studio, Carl Thomas, Mario.
Wow.
Out of all the people that you had the privilege of meeting, who was the lasting impressions that you would never like forget? That you didn't expect to, you know what I mean, out of this person?
You mean like I didn't expect to meet him, or
no? You didn't expect them to be
like
the
either they
person
was
that
cool
they were,
or
like
they
was this cool ass motherfucker that, you know what I mean? Like they just left a real lasting impression on you. You'll never forget them. Out of all them names,
well, be legit. He come to the hood, he rock with us hella tough. So
right.
I would say Bila, because he would be around the most. Bila was really in the hood.
And where's B from the coast?
He from the Bay.
From the Bay Area, right?
He went on with E40 in there.
E40 in there, right.
He be on the block with us. So
that's dope as fuck.
He's like the homie there for real.
Homie,
nigga come off the motherfucking plane straight to the block.
Yeah, he on the block with us. Man. So shout out Billy.
That's what's up, man.
And so
all of them was dope though, man. I've had all dope experiences with all professional artists. They were really professionals. At the time, we might have just been drug dealers,
right?
But they were like, I seen some of those guys work where I was like, damn,
they take this shit serious.
Yeah, for sure.
So you made a comment. You said we was like drug dealers rapping. So, but.
Royce just got on me about that. He was like, man, you guys were lyrical. It was like,
you can't keep downplaying yourselves.
But the thing about it is, y'all was y'all was before BMF.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna say we was, because Misha T probably been getting money a long time, and they was the 50 Boys, and this so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But so it's kind of like,
And I didn't mean it. I didn't mean that as a diss to them, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? No,
yeah,
not at
you
all.
know, people
No, just
always try
time
to
frame, yeah.
take stuff and run with it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have no knock against Meech or T. I think they did phenomenal things. I know a lot of people who was in BMF.
Yeah.
But I just say, like, it's kind of been coming up lately. Like, at the time, we were the more popular, popping
Yeah.
crew in the city. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There's no
Yeah.
knock on those guys. But I think they hustle was big in several different cities. So it makes BMF look great. You know? So
All right,
shout out
we
BMF.
coming right back.
For sure, we gotta take a break real quick. Yo, shout out to everybody out there that's wearing big ass chains and rapping, motherfucker. It's the Shits Podcast, y'all. It's the shit.
Yeah.
All erotic needs and adult needs, hit up Cole Pleasures, COLEpleasures.com. That's www.colepleasures.com. It's the shits. Yeah. We are back at the Shits Podcast. You know I listen to the sounds of my man Street Lord Rook. Yeah. Y'all better get in tune, goddammit.
If the world was about to end, I wouldn't leave. I'm talking stamps in your passport in China with your visa. I'm serious about your girl, like I said, I need from your style, call a boss. B-I-T-C-H. Show a lot of love, but you get a lot of hate. Most them hoes fake, but you the real.
Oh, you gotta have a video for this. You gotta have a video for it.
Naked earlobes, house really cold. We be ballin' on them bitches like we in the pros. I need you.
Yes, sir. Bro, that shit hot as fuck, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
So you ain't got a video for that, man?
I'm supposed to start shooting videos on Sunday, but see, I started shooting a movie on Monday.
Okay.
So on my off days, I'm shooting some videos. Like, it's
This man got like 3,000 movies, but won't shoot a video for that, man. What's up, man?
Yeah, I gotta
Shit hard. You gotta make time for itself. You know, you got all this shit you gotta do.
I said I was gonna go back and shoot videos for all my songs that I've done, even the ones on my first album, Life After the Feds.
Okay.
But yeah, I got my work cut out for us. But we start shooting a movie on Monday, so we're gonna be locked in for like 18 days. So
For real.
yeah.
Let me ask you about your motivation when you came home, and you know you touched back down and got back, you know, reacquainted with the world, so to speak. You know what I mean, and seeing what was going on. You said, "All right, I got to do this, and this, and this." What was the motivation behind you staying true? Number one, because I want to congratulate you also on being a true, you know what I mean, creator. You know, because you stayed true to what it is, and it's hard a lot of times for some people to do that for whatever reason. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people choose to do things a certain way so they can sell, so they can make money, monetary reasons, but it's something about being true and authentic that I feel like is going to pay off in the long run. What was your motivation behind you just saying, man, fuck it, I'm just going to keep it real?
Man, when I was in jail, this real shit. Like, I'm laid in a bunk and I'm looking at the ceiling, and I'm like, damn, man, you made millions of dollars illegally. So when you get out of here, you gotta make millions of dollars legally.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
So that was like my motivation, like, more than anything. That was the competitive thing, like just be like, I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
Things weren't great when I came home, to be honest. Like, I
Okay.
wasn't financially where I wanted to be. I had went from making millions of dollars to I gotta damn near question myself. Could I buy my daughter a Game Boy? I remember that story vividly.
Yeah.
Like, I had the money for the Game Boy, but I really couldn't afford it. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember being in the halfway house, and I was struggling with that time where it's like, damn, do I want to go back to selling drugs or like what the fuck you gonna do? Cause it was hard. Like I'll be honest. And then like I had a cousin, and he came out and he like, come on, cuz, let's get back to it. Let's go back down there and see the peeps. And I'm like, man, I really wasn't. And so cuz he was down there doing all right, and I was kind of struggling at the time, you know. And some unfortunate events happened where my cousin wound up getting 20 years in prison.
Okay.
Wow.
And at the time, he was doing well and I wasn't doing well.
Right.
But, you know, we still had a bond. We still was close. But as he got in trouble, and I used to be questioning myself down there on the edge, ready to jump back in. But it's like the devil and the angel on your shoulder. Where I didn't take the leap. But, you know, my life started to change and things got better for me. And I was just blessed, you know what I'm saying? Like, faith, you know what I'm saying? Faith probably.
Yeah, I mean, like,
do it, believing in myself more than anything. Like, believing I could do it a different way worked wonders, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it was downtimes, it was fucked up. It was everything that you can think go wrong, went wrong. It was just believing in myself that persevered.
Yeah. So. I mean, like, dude, that, like, people need to understand that it's that vision. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to have that vision first before anybody else can have it. And so, I mean, just thinking about that, you got a whole crew of people that's looking at you to be the leader and all that. You know what I'm saying? To come through with a game plan, whether it's actors, whether it's directors, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, lighting people, sound people, you know what I'm saying, all that type of stuff. Right. So that's huge, man. So it's you got to have that faith in what it is you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, once again, dude, I commend you for it because, you know, I was looking at the movie, man, and even with doing the whole podcasting thing, I just kind of like jumped out the window on that too. Like, man, I'm gonna try to contact Buddy and see what's up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, and I'm like, so, dude, like I said, man, I'm appreciative of you coming through, man, because that's huge, man. That's huge.
No, I'm real, man. I answer everybody who holler at me, man. I always feel like when I was hustling, I had like some older people that I kind of looked up to, and they kind of just took advantage of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Rather than be genuine. And like I bought a business when I was like 18, and I thought the person I bought the business from, they knew it wasn't a good business, but it probably was a good business deal for them to get out of it and sell it to me.
Right.
But rather than tell me, man, this ain't no good business, or do something else, they kind of took advantage of the situation.
Right.
So I always had that in the back of my mind where I always try to give people honest, solid advice because I don't want nobody to look at me how I looked at the individual based on what happened. But it was a good learning experience. You know?
Yeah.
And it's crazy, man, because the thing is, you know, everybody always says experience is the best teacher. You know what I'm saying? But the fucked up thing about that is it's about what you experience. You know what I'm saying? Like what you got to go through to learn those lessons. You know what I'm saying? But for the
that's the bullshit part of it. The actual heartbreak and the headache that you actually endure doing that shit. A lot of people don't bounce back from that shit. You know what I mean? So it's always good that you able to learn from that, never make that mistake again, and you able to bounce back because a lot of people don't bounce back from that shit.
Hey, bro, I mean? I used to think long distance relationships would work till that bitch broke my heart. So I'd learned the hard way, motherfucker.
You found out what she was really doing.
Right, so you talked about mentorship. So with the whole filmmaking thing, if you had to be mentored by any filmmaker, who would it be and why?
I like Martin Scorsese films. Like,
Scorsese.
Yeah, I like his films. Like I'm a fan of his work.
Sace.
Yeah, but have to probably be him. I'm really a fan of his work.
Okay.
Give me your top 3 movies off the top.
Top 3 movies off the top. Goodfellas gonna be on there.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, it ain't got to be no order, but yeah.
They ain't had to shoot that dude like that in the foot. They ain't had to shoot Spidey in the foot like that.
Man, one of my favorite movies is probably like John Q. I think Denzel. I think Denzel deserved the Oscar for John Q over Training Day. You know, so
yeah, that was hard.
That was kind of hard to watch, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of hard to watch because you think about it like you don't ever want to be in a fucking situation like that.
One more. You got one more.
Fugitive with Harrison Ford.
Okay.
Fugitive was fucking great.
I can watch the Fugitive.
I'm gonna give you my
every time
top
it
three.
come on.
What? Wait, hold on.
Go ahead, elaborate on Fugitive.
Yeah, because I'm like,
Man, the Fugitive is just
Fugitive is hard.
man, it's hard.
Tommy
man.
Lee Jones. Is that it? I'm gonna search every hen house, dog house, her house, outhouse. He went crazy in that motherfucker. They was looking for his ass. Straight up.
That was just a good joint to me. Every time it come on, I still watch it every time, like the Fugitive.
That's dope. That's dope. Hey, yo, we're taking a break real quick. We can come right back. Hey, yo, shout out to everybody out there that is out there, motherfucker. It's the Shits Podcast, y'all. It's the Shits.
Jaja Smith, Zevin Heaven at gmail.com, Zevin Heaven at Instagram, Zevin Heaven Facebook, Jaja Smith Facebook, Jaja Smith 20 Instagram. I have the cupcakes that you need. I have the cupcakes that you want and all the flavors, any flavor that you can imagine. Chocolate chip cookies, any type of sweet treats. That's why it's Zevin Sweet Treats, y'all. Mobile, if you want to call me, area code 872-225-2680. That's 872-225-2680.
Yeah. We are back at the Shits Podcast.
Damn, that's butters.
And we just been in here chilling.
Get one more verse with Blade, one more flip with Brick, one more talk with Yacht. Get to see my mind, get to know my dad.
Nigga, this shit go hard.
Why they do Blade like that, then get Brick 20? Y'all know I'm mad. Why they take Yacht young, why he ain't make 50? Y'all know I'm sad. It bring tears to my eyes just to know he not with me. Cause we ball so long, but it ends so quickly. Why the boys tell them cuz, why the niggas shoot Blade? How my mama have a heart attack and end up in the grave. Just one more flip, one more trip, one more hug, one more verse, one more plug. Just one more
flip.
Just one more flip, one more trip, one more hug, one more verse, one more plug. Just one more.
All I need is one more.
Man, bro. That shit go
One
hard,
more good
man.
one. You know what I mean? Man. Everybody
shit
be
go
wanting that
hard.
shit. We already know what
Thanks,
them
man.
consequences be.
So on the album, man, I noticed that you did some work with Sada Baby.
Yeah, that's
You
my
did some
guy.
work with Payroll.
Yeah,
So not only did you do some work with them, they also in the movie too. Also Royce the 5'9" in the movie too.
Yeah.
So how was that working with? Because they some Detroit heavyweights, bro. Like how was that?
That was my guys. Like, man, you know, I talk to Payroll regularly. I talk to
that's what's
Salah. Like, those my guys. You know? I mean, Payroll and them, they probably grew up on my music. You know? We
Yeah.
was probably like the guys that they looked up to because we was living what we was really rapping about. So,
Yeah.
and I met him and we just clicked. You know what I'm saying? A great
That's
guy,
what's up,
great
man.
individual, dope MC. I mean, great guy. Payroll could call me for anything, and I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's a good guy.
It's a nice
Same,
little,
same thing for Sada Baby. You know, I got records with Babyface Ray. Dope, all dope individuals. Like, it's a lot of hot Detroit artists right now that's on fire, from Babyface Ray, GT, 42 Doug.
you was talking about 42 Doug one time.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Detroit,
Yeah, first
Detroit on the way right now. It's a whole list of others that I probably like. Snap Dogg, that's my guy. I did a
Snap
movie.
Dogg, I heard of him, yeah.
I did a movie with him.
Damn,
man,
you
it's
got a
a
movie
whole-
with Snap?
Yeah,
My little young homie was talking about Snap Dogg last year.
yeah, Snap, cool guy, dope guy, man. I mean,
I got
it's
a question
whole
for you
list
too,
of-
man. With you being from a Detroit native, like
T
before
Grizzly.
you, oh T Grizzly,
It's a-
you gotta,
a lot
you
of-
gotta
a
fuck
lot
with
of
T
dope
Grizzlies.
guys. A lot of dope guys.
Before you leave Earth, like what do you want to do in the community for the children and for the community? Like besides rap, like I know you got some other shit brewing to where you just ain't just go do just music? Like, what do you want to do in the community to make an impact as well as with your movies? You see what I'm saying?
Man, I want to start a bank, man, and start teaching financial literacy. Financial literacy, like that's the most.
That's what motherfuckers need,
Like, it's no. I mean, I'll give you this example. Like today, I live in the suburbs, and when I go to the bank, it's no glass, it's no locking you in, it's none of the negative treatment. And when I go in the bank, I'm kind of on first name with all of the people who work.
They
in the
know
bank.
you up in there.
They know me.
Yeah.
Where they offer me how to get loans, they offer me things business wise to
Help
succeed,
you, actually,
to help me. And then when I go bank in the hood,
I already know.
it's a whole different
Experience.
experience.
For lack of a better word.
It's a different experience. It's a different treatment. And I think we need to start holding these banks a little more accountable because our money keep them going. Like
They making money off your money. They making money off our money. Let's say that.
that's 1,000% true because banks are able to loan money based off our money being in the banks. So for our money to be in these banks and then for us not to get the loans, it's not fair.
It's disrespectful.
It's not even talked about. So
Yeah.
I think we have to be mindful of educating the youth and our people on banking and financial literacy so we can start owning more homes and being successful to build generational wealth. I think that's really important in our community.
It's
Do you own land? Let's talk about that. How important is land ownership?
I own property. I own a bunch of property. I think it's important. I don't think I want to be in that business anymore because I'm kind of. I don't want to be evicting nobody. Like so. That's
No, but what I'm saying is like to actually own the land. Like to own the property is cool, but to own the land that the property is on.
I think ownership of anything is great. Like not just land. I think businesses like. I'll give you this example when it comes to like Instagram. You know how they was they've taken Bootsy's Instagram several times. We need to own our own platforms.
Exactly.
It can't be taken away, you know. So
We got
it's
enough.
Not just,
you switching shit up.
That is.
It's not just about this ownership period. Like
Now what you saying there, let's elaborate on that real quick. We all know how easy it is to start up something. Right, we started this podcast. You know, something that we started up. You feel me? So it's easy for somebody as big as these people are, right, to have the notoriety, right, to start up something that catches on. Facebook started up with college students, so I think that the rappers, if the rap community kind of got together where they can do some shit that it would be freelance music, whatever they want to do, but it started by them. That way, the creators can't block it. Like he's saying. Why?
But they own it. That's the main thing.
That's the thing. They have to own it.
They have to own it.
Why you think that some of these people haven't came up with this idea, with this movement going on? They want to participate on everybody else's platform, Instagram, Facebook, Google Live, YouTube Live.
Because as soon as you do,
everybody's platform except their own.
Because as soon as you do, then they release the tape of you sexually harassing somebody. But that's just my personal word, though.
I think some people, everybody is good in their realm. Like LeBron James is probably a great basketball player. Like I think he's like a dope role model. I mean, he don't have any scandals. He don't have. It look like whatever he's doing, his family's winning. He's been a great role model.
Yeah.
But everybody don't have the vision to be great businessmen and visionaries to see things all the way through.
Do you think that's a hard thing to start?
I think anything worth having is hard to start or hard to do.
It's gonna be hard work, yeah.
So does he?
I'm talking interference wise, like haters from the you know what I mean, to start your own app, right? That's what it would be. You start your own app because that's all Facebook, and Instagram is.
I think the world is filled with followers, so I think if you got enough people to buy in, more people will be followers. Like, they'll follow along. But I also think it's like sometimes we don't believe in ourselves. And
right.
Like I'll give you this example, and I'll use Kanye West. Like, I think Kanye is a dope artist. I think he's a dope designer. I think he's super dope. But I don't think Kanye need Louis Vuitton. I don't think Kanye needed anybody. This is just me speaking from my heart. Kanye could be thinking I'm 1,000% wrong. But I think if Kanye said, you can only buy these Air Yeezys from airyeezy.com and they're going to be $500,000. I mean, they're going to be $500 a pair.
We would buy them.
And we going to only make 100,000 a pair where he'll make
still gonna
$50 million
sell out. Yeah.
drop shipping the shoes. He would have that money
And we would still buy them.
and we would have it in days. He doesn't need Louis. He didn't need to go to Louis Vuitton to be this dope designer. He didn't need to go nowhere.
I agree.
He
That was
has
his
the power
vision, though.
to
Yeah.
do
I
it
agree.
That was his
that
vision.
way, and it's no different than LeBron James with the LeBron James brand today. He don't need Nike anymore. Like, I understand him taking a $90 million deal when he was fresh out of high school, but today I think if LeBron James said, buy these LeBron James, kids gonna buy the LeBron James if Nike wasn't attached to him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So I think if we invested in ourselves and believed in ourselves a little more, we're gonna create like the big baller brand. What that guy did, I thought that was
Ball.
LeVar
LeVar.
Ball. I
My
thought that
brother.
was
That's
dope.
my brother.
Yeah,
He
like,
one of the Ball family.
but I think sometimes we just don't know, so
Yeah.
it's a learning curve. Like, we'll get there. Like, we're slowly evolving
He's
and getting better and better.
He's a great
Also-
example of believing in yourself and starting something that he believed in, because he truly believed in himself and his children.
And yeah, we gotta take a break real quick. I'm gonna keep that thought. Hey yo, it's the Shits podcast, y'all. Hey, go buy some shit that you own, goddammit. It's the Shits.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the American Dream, the American Nightmare, the Heartbreak Kid, Young Barker. And when I come to Chicago, I check in, I get on the radio with the Shits podcast. One more time, man. Give a big shout out to the Shits podcast. Young Barker Productions, man. Holla us. We out here.
We are back at the Shits podcast. We are kicking it with shooting the shit with my man Street Lord Rook. He's just dropping gems on y'all motherfuckers. Dropping gems, dropping dope ass records, dropping movies, dropping every motherfucking thing. Y'all gotta get
Videos
them to
coming soon, you know what I mean?
yeah, we're gonna hold them to it. We're gonna hold them to it. So you were saying about how you use Kanye as an example, as he didn't need Louis Vuitton. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's about building your, like, I think once your brand is built up, then there's certain things you don't need. You get what I'm saying? Like, if Kanye would have came out, if Kanye would have tried to drop the Yeezys right after the college dropout, motherfuckers wouldn't have bought them. People wouldn't have bought Yeezys for that much. You see what I'm saying?
We don't know that, though.
I don't think
We
so.
don't know that, because I'm going to tell you something. Around that time, that was the same time when he came out with that shit, my man that was still alive, Hustle. Nipsey Hussle was still alive, and he was selling his shit for $100.
Right,
shit.
he was selling
He
a
sold
mixtape for
CD,
$100.
A mixtape for $100, and all the real artists bought that shit.
I get
You
that.
see what I'm saying?
But-
So you got to think about it. He made so much money off of that shit that he had to come with something better. Then it went up to $1,000.
But bro, listen to what I'm saying. If you think if Kanye would have tried to charge motherfuckers $800 for some shoes right after the college dropout album drop, you think they would have bought them?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
That buzz.
I'll
built
give you this
up.
example. Like, I think Kanye did his first deal with like Nike. And I don't think he got. I don't know the numbers, but
Yeah.
It didn't
I know
work
he didn't
out.
get what he was supposed to
It
get,
didn't
or he
work
should have
out,
got,
yeah.
or he didn't get no royalties from it. So at that point, he was a star.
Right.
He already proved that he could create something that could sell.
Right.
If he would have went at that point and did it, then I think for sure people would have bought in. It's like, I'm not the person to say, don't take the deal to get your feet in the door, or
Yeah.
don't get in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, once you, like, to tell LeBron James don't take $90 million out of high school would be foolish. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
Like, you got to secure your family.
Mm-hmm.
But after your family's secured,
Then you work on yourself.
then you could
I see what you're
make
saying.
some business decisions that will better the family long term. Like, we get in the door, but
That
after
foundation.
you get in the door and you secure, I think
Do you
I
think-
think Kanye could have did anything he wanted to do, and he's been doing whatever he wants to put his mind to because he's
Yeah,
a hard worker. So shout out Kanye,
Shout
dope.
out. Yeah. And he a Gemini, so
Yeah, so
Geminis
I
always do outstanding shit.
I think people who be great at something would be great at whatever, because they just transform that energy. Like
That's all.
whether it's a basketball player, he
Man,
gonna be.
hit him with some jewels.
Yeah.
It's just the competitive work ethic to be great.
Yeah.
So if you're a great musician, they put in hours of work to be a great musician. If it's a writer, he put in time to be great. That competitive to be good is what drives people. Like, to be driven is like the most important thing.
So with that being said, is that what drives you?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta try to be great. Like, I want to do things that would make me happy. Like, I probably, to some people, my accomplishments may be great already, but they ain't nothing to me. Like, I got so much more that I want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like the things that I've done, they okay, but that don't define me. Like, you know, I got so much more that I want to accomplish. Like, I'll probably be on my deathbed.
Still working.
Yeah, you know, like trying to figure the next
With the
thing
laptop
out,
on you.
know,
So speaking of working, so just say like out of 24 hours in a day, with everything that you put in your mind to, how many hours do you think you get just to yourself out of 24 hours in a day?
very few. Like, my brain is always working. Like, even when I'm down there asleep, I damn near might wake up out of a dream or something.
And write something down.
Yeah, my subconscious mind is thinking about how I can become better at this, or how can I make this work. So it's always work. I mean, I think that's probably what drives me to be better. You know, I want to be a better dad, a better brother. You know what I'm saying? Just an all around better person. So I'm constantly trying to work on myself and
That's dope.
better.
What's your greatest expectation of yourself? What do you expect out of yourself? Like the greatest expectation out of yourself?
Just to keep growing, keep learning. Like, that's the main thing. Man. Just keep growing, keep learning.
That's dope. Hey, so what you got coming up? What new projects you got coming up?
I got the movie Cheddar Boys coming out. That should come out probably next month. I got a movie called Off the Porch. I got 5 minutes. I've been debating on releasing a movie S.H.I.T.T.S called Surprise. I got I did like a Streets is Watching to my first album called Life After the Feds. I'm gonna probably drop that soon. I got an app that's gonna be dropping soon. So
There it is. There it is.
I ain't know nothing about that shit.
There it is.
No pun
There it is.
intended. I ain't know nothing about that. That's what I'm talking about.
I just got my Apple developer thing approved. So
Man, make sure you let us know, man, so we can get a spot on your app. You know what I mean?
That's dope, bro.
The app is for like independent filmmakers. It's called WeFlix. I'm gonna launch my probably my next film on it, where you can download it and watch it on your TV, Apple TV, Smart TV, Fire Stick, Roku.
Yeah,
know?
come on with it, bro.
So we just
Come with it. We gonna have
working
T-shirts
on
and all that shit. You feel me? Promotion.
Yeah, so it's just keep working, staying busy. But
That's my slogan. Stay busy. I got to get some T-shirts.
So this was what I meant to ask earlier. How challenging was it to get the movie on Amazon Prime?
that wasn't really challenging.
Okay.
Wasn't really challenging.
Okay.
I mean, now they've just changed some things. I've heard. I got some emails where they're being selective on the films they're taking. It's probably, there's a lot of filmmakers becoming successful doing it, so they lowered the pay rate they want to pay people. So, I mean,
politics.
that's why we create and build the apps, you know what I'm saying? So people can come bring their films to WeFlix, so we gonna figure out a way everybody can make some more money. So, that's what it's about.
That's dope. Hey man, I say this with all sincerity, bro. You are, in my opinion, you are an inspiration because you was in a situation, you learned from it, came out, you said, all right, I'm gonna do shit different. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make the most out of it. And so it's like people can look at your situation and say, if he could,
because it was like, I got indicted, and it's like, man, should I go on the run? And it's like, man, I got a little brother and sister at the time. I had kids.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta show them that you can make a mistake and it don't define you.
Yep.
Like, just because I sold drugs and went to jail, that don't define me. Like, I do business with doctors and attorneys daily now.
Yeah.
And I tell them, like, yeah, I've been in federal prison for selling marijuana, you know, and it's kind of like a joke now, like, well, marijuana is legal, but
It wasn't then.
It wasn't then. So,
Shit.
but that don't define me. I'm not ashamed of who I am. I'm not ashamed of what I've been through. I mean, I'll tell some people about it, but you know, it's all right. I'm on to something else now. Like that happened. Moving on.
Next chapter.
Yeah, like that ain't how the book gonna end. Like, so we gonna keep it moving.
Exactly. So we want to do this little thing, man. Got this game that we play on the show, man. Hope you can participate in it. Yeah. This is the game portion of the show. This week's contestant is Street Lord Rook, Detroit legend, real estate investor, movie mogul, MC. He probably fix cars, do everything, man. Shit. Name of the game is, first of all, on the S.H.I.T.S podcast, it's real easy to do. All right, so you got 40 seconds, bro. Whatever come to mind, just
like Family Feud.
just run it off. You ready?
Bro, 40 seconds to run off what though?
No, I'm about to ask you questions. What's real quick?
First thing that come to your mind.
First thing come to your mind. All right. Quickest way to get hired.
I ain't never had a job. I don't know.
Quickest way to get rich.
Believe in yourself. Invest in you.
Quickest way to get in shape.
Exercise.
Quickest way to steal from Target.
I have no idea. I don't steal. I don't even like thieves.
Quickest way to get robbed.
Be flashy. Be somewhere you ain't supposed to be.
Quickest way to get blocked on Facebook.
I don't really even block the trolls and none of that. You know what I'm saying? That's like good publicity. Like if ain't nobody hating on you, you probably ain't doing nothing right. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
There you go. Hey, y'all. Man, we'd like to definitely thank my man Street Lord Rook. For participating. And first of all, yo, we're going to come back. My man Bubba Bob about to hit y'all with the underlay for the overplay.
Underlay.
Y'all know exactly what this is. It's the street. I said it's the streets. It's the S.H.I.T.S podcast, y'all. We coming from the streets. It's the shits. Ever Evolved is a community of content creators leading the Chicago scene to new heights. Their most recent release, League Champs Volume 1, displays the versatility within the camp and its close associates. From curating events to running 2 music studios to dropping articles every day on everevolve.com, Ever Evolved is constantly cooking up new things and passing knowledge on to others. Follow them on Instagram at Ever Evolved and Ever Evolved Studios. All first-time clients get 1 free hour when they book studio time. If you're an artist looking to get more in the scene, hit them up for show opportunities. Ever Evolved. And it's the shits. We are back at the S.H.I.T.S podcast. We just been in here just shooting the shit. Well, man, Street Lord Rook, dropping gems on y'all. You know, y'all pay attention, man. My man Bubba Ball about to hit y'all with that underlay for the overplay. I said that right, didn't I? Hope I said that right.
So what I want to talk about this week is being accessible to the wrong people. You know, sometimes the wrong people can get reach to you. You know what I mean? However way it is, but actually being personally accessible to the wrong people. You know, we just celebrated Dr. Martin Luther King. He just had his day, his birthday, whatever. And I found out some information that I never knew about. Dr. Martin Luther King was stabbed in his heart by a woman, and he called her a demented woman. He said one day a demented woman walked up to him and stabbed him in his heart, asked him, was he Martin Luther King, and stabbed him in his heart. And I had to think to myself when I was hearing this, in this documentary as they took a break, like what kind of person would stab Dr. Martin Luther King in their heart?
A racist?
No, because this was a black woman.
Oh, shit.
It wasn't even, you know, a white woman. This was a black woman. And she just asked him who he was, and he said who he was, and she stabbed him in his heart. And I'm thinking in my mind, certain people don't need to have access to you. You understand what I'm saying? Like me being from Chicago and seeing how a lot of artists are coming up and how, you know, they're leaving also. As fast as the music blows up, their name reaches a certain plateau, they get what they've been working for. They also get what they seem to be asking for, in so to speak. You know what I mean?
They get robbed.
And a lot of other shit. But to leave this earth, or to almost leave this earth from a woman that you had no idea of why she's mad. She never said what she stabbed her for. She got arrested, of course, but she never opened up her mouth and said why she stabbed him and what was the reason for stabbing him. I feel like Dr. King, at the time that he was doing what he was doing, he should not have been that accessible for a strange woman to walk up on him and ask him, are you Dr. King? She was supposed to stab one of his bodyguards.
Jesse Jackson.
Yeah. She's supposed to stab somebody else before she got to him. So my point is, now everybody is not Dr. Martin Luther King, but are you accessible? Are you too accessible to the wrong people? You know what I mean? Can the wrong people get access to you and have you do things that you normally wouldn't do, you probably shouldn't do, but because they are who they are, you help them out and it ends up wrong. Let's make better decisions and better choices. Every day you wake up, you have a choice, couple of choices, and you have another chance. So always remember, y'all, whatever you're working on, make sure it's positive, stay positive, do the right thing, man.
For sure.
Shout out my man Rook. You know what I mean? Appreciate you for coming through. You know, appreciate you for telling your story. Appreciate you for keeping it real, mainly. You know what I mean? And that's very honorable. You know what I mean? Coming from man to man. So, you know, keep doing your thing, man. You got our support here at the podcast. Anything you need us to promote, you know, keep us in tune. We got you.
For sure. I truly appreciate that. I think.
You want to hit them with anything before you leave, bro? Let them know where they can find you at. IGs, Facebook, all that type of stuff.
IG, Street Lord Rook. Facebook, Street Lord Rook. Twitter, Real Street Lord 1.
Okay.
That's really it. I got Discord for WeFlix Discord. Other than that, nah, man. I got new music out. One more Flip soundtrack. I'm gonna start dropping music a little more often.
Please,
there you go. Come through.
You're gonna drop that video, man.
Yeah, come through.
I've been in the studio recording a lot more lately, so I got a bunch of records done that I ain't
That's what's up.
Yet, so
That's what's up.
I'll play something for y'all. Let y'all hear some of the
Hell
stuff
yeah.
that ain't okay.
Hell yeah. Hey, yo. We'd like to thank y'all for tuning into the street. I keep saying the streets. What the fuck?
Yeah, Street Lord. Yeah,
That's
the
it.
Street
That's
Lord.
Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to the S.H.I.T.S podcast, man. Yo, like I said, y'all can find us theshitspodcast.com every Thursday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. What the fuck, bro? The S.H.I.T.S radio, man, on my radio Chicago, powered by the Support District Radio Network. Yo, y'all can download the app for free. We playing dope shit, period. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say local shit. I'm not going to say we playing dope shit, period. And yo, y'all make sure y'all go to Amazon Prime, check out One More Flip. Dope movie. You know what I'm saying? Support it, show us some love, man. And yeah, we'll be back next week hollering at y'all, man. Y'all can check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, all over, y'all. It is the shit.